Hi, and thanks for logging on to the Daily DVAR Halacha. And here's a brand new halacha for you, and it is for Thursday, the 7th day of May, Lag BaOmer 2015. So let's give you some of the basics on Lag BaOmer, the 33rd of the Omer, and what exactly it is. It's considered a festive day, and that's because no matter whether you hold that the 33 days of sadness when Rabbi Akiva's students died were the first 33 days of the Omer, or whether you held that the 33 days began at our last Rosh Chodesh and continue till near the end of Sfiras HaOmer. Either way, all opinions agree that they did not die on the 33rd day of the Omer, and that's one of the reasons it is marked as a special day. Also, it is the yard site of Reb Shimon Bar Yochai. Reb Shimon Bar Yochai was a great rabbi, very wise in Kabbalah and mysticism and all those types of things, and he told his students to consider the day of his passing a day of great light, when great revelations were brought to the world of his teachings onto his students so that they could be passed all the way down to us. And that great light of mysticism that was revealed to the world is celebrated until this day, and that's one of the reasons that there are so many bonfires everywhere on the night or the day of Lag BaOmer, of the 33rd of the Omer. Also, Rabbi Akiva, you know, he lost 24,000 students during this sad time. He also gave smicha, in other words, declared a rabbi, the 5 remaining students, and the day that he chose to declare them, the 5 rabbis who would sort of continue on his mission, was also on this day, the 33rd of the Omer. And Reb Shimon Bar Yochai was one of those 5 students ordained to be a rabbi, if I could call it that, a teacher of the continuing of Rabbi Akiva's teachings, and it was on this day that he was ordained, and that was the 33rd of the Omer. Also, the Chumash tells us, the story in the Chumash tells us very clearly that the mun started to fall on the Jewish people on this day, which is the 18th of Iyar, which is also the 33rd of the Omer, and this great day when well, let's put it this way, when great things were brought to the Jewish people, and it's almost like their prayers being answered so greatly to be sustained throughout the desert by falling mun, that's a great day of tremendous signs that God listens to us and takes care of us in our times of need, and we celebrate that too on the 33rd of the Omer. So, to those people who have been keeping the first 33 days of Omer as their 33 days of sadness, now is the time that you could begin to take your haircuts. According to most opinions, the haircut cannot be on Wednesday night, but has to wait until Thursday daytime, sometime after sunrise, and that's because we want to mark at least our 33rd day of mourning by at least having some sadness throughout the morning time of the morning. Sorry for that pun, but you know, the morning, at least some daylight hours of the sadness, and soon after that, then you're allowed to take your haircut. Probably what I'll do tomorrow, I'm taping this on Wednesday, and sometime on Thursday I will probably trim or something like that. Also music, it's best for all of your needs, wants, you know, to listen to music and all that kind of stuff, that it should wait until the daylight hours of Lag BaOmer, of the 33rd of the Omer. There will be some people celebrating with music at kumzitzes and bonfires on the night of Lag BaOmer, but that's up to the rabbis and how they're deciding on how to treat that special occurrence of the bonfires of Lag BaOmer. But most people in their private music listening are going to choose to wait until the daytime of the 33rd of the Omer for listening to music. Not too many people will have their weddings on the night of Lag BaOmer. Most often the weddings are held on the 33rd of the Omer and on. But for specifics on this, please speak to your rabbi. Thanks for logging on. Log on again tomorrow for more. Bye-bye.